If you'd like to support more content on the channel and get some epic anime merch, check out our online store, AnimeUproar.com. We have original designs that were done exclusively for us by pro manga artist Kuzomari, including this Dream Big, Work Hard Asta shirt. If you're a fan of the channel, feel free to use the discount code UPROAR25 at checkout for an instant 25% off. What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today we will be talking about the massive twists and turns in the recent chapters of the Black Clover manga that have completely changed the game as far as the story goes. Shocking mysteries about characters we've known from the very beginning have just been revealed, and characters we thought were long dead are back and ready to do battle against the ultimate evil. I definitely wasn't prepared for this, and I can safely say that the recent events in the manga have changed everything we thought we knew about the world of Black Clover. If you enjoyed the Black Clover content on this channel and you want to see more, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Just a quick warning, because we are talking about the latest developments in the story, this video will contain manga spoilers, so proceed with caution, you have been warned. As if we didn't know this already, the latest chapters have once again emphasized how incredibly overpowered the devil is. The devil has the ability to use magic that devours mana and life energy. This devil magic has the ability to consume magical attacks and render opponents essentially powerless, and even Yami and the elf in Charlotte's body, as insanely strong as they are unable to stand against the devil's dark power. Thankfully, Asta is the only one who is able to withstand the devil magic. His lack of magic makes it pointless for the devil magic to try and devour him, and using his anti-magic sword, Asta is able to break through the devil magic. I wonder if Asta's resistance to this devil magic is also related to the demon inside his grimoire, or whether his own lack of magic is the only reason why he is able to resist. At any rate, I am fascinated to find out more about this otherworldly dark magic and Asta's ability to withstand it. But this new reveal about the devil magic is just the beginning of the shocking twists and turns that the story has just given us. We recently learned that Nero, the anti-bird that has been following Asta ever since the Magic Knight's entrance exam, is actually a girl. I am not going to say a human girl because the race/species she belongs to is not yet clear. But I will get back to the question of what exactly Nero is later on in this video. It turns out that Nero was a girl who was sealed inside the body of an anti-bird at the same time that the first Wizard King was sealed inside the stone statue of himself that rests atop the giant demon skull near Hage village. We recently learned that Nero was able to speak in her bird form, and using this ability to speak, she convinces Finral to transport them back to the statue of the first Wizard King. There, she uses the magic stones to awaken the first Wizard King once again, and we learned that Nero was the one who used confinement magic to seal the first Wizard King inside the statue when he was on the verge of death 500 years ago. Once the first Wizard King's seal is broken and the stone statue comes to life, Nero's seal is also broken and her true humanoid form is revealed. As the statue of the first Wizard King comes to life, Nero refers to him as her prince. And the Wizard King says to Finral that now that the seal has been broken using the magic stones, he has awakened once again, although not completely. I'm not sure what exactly he means when he says that he is not awakened completely, but it is clear that already in this state, the first Wizard King is incredibly powerful, and his magic is apparently even greater than the magic of the elves. As soon as the first Wizard King awakens, even though he has awakened only partially, he can sense the devil's magic right away. A magic that is not of this world. The Wizard King knows instantly that the devil has acquired a body, so it is clear from this that the first Wizard King knows a lot about the devil and the nature of his power. In fact, it is clear to me that the first Wizard King and Nero decided to seal the Wizard King inside the statue so that he could be awakened again when the devil made his next move. Clearly Nero, the first Wizard King, and probably Licht knew that their showdown with the devil 500 years ago wasn't the end of the battle. They knew that the devil would return, and they made a secret plan to face him once he did return. Earlier in the story, the devil already told us that 500 years ago his plan to acquire a body and become fully incarnated into this world was foiled by Licht and the first Wizard King, although he didn't tell us how exactly they managed to foil him. He also didn't tell us anything about Nero, although it now seems undeniable that she must have played a major role in stopping the devil from achieving his ultimate goal 5 centuries earlier. Nero's very existence proves that the story about the heroic first Wizard King destroying the giant demon god, the story that we were all told at the beginning of every anime episode, and the story that all the humans in Clover Kingdom learn as children, is clearly incomplete, if not outright inaccurate. The first Wizard King didn't just destroy the giant demon god creature and then they all lived happily ever after. We now know that the first Wizard King himself was on the verge of death, and he was saved from death by Nero because she sealed him inside the statue. It seems to me that the Wizard King and Nero knew that the devil will probably come back sometime in the future, so they had to form a secret plan to undo the seal and reawaken the first Wizard King once the devil appeared again. Knowing what we know now about Nero, the bird's behavior throughout the series starts to make perfect sense. This whole time, Nero has been searching for magic stones in order to break the first Wizard King's seal. While she was still in her bird form, she chose to hang around Asta in particular, and she constantly guides Asta and his comrades, ensuring that they stay on the right path. We know Nero could sense magic, including ancient magic, and she makes sure that Asta and the others find the magic stones. Think all the way back to Soshi Village when Nero finds the stone in the village church, or to the Seabed Temple when Nero again finds the magic stone, or to the Witch Queen and how Nero recognizes that there is a magic stone in her earring, and the Witch Queen also seems to actually recognize Nero. So all this time, Nero has had a secret plan to locate and collect the magic stones and use them to awaken the first Wizard King and regain her true form in the process. We just had no idea what she was really up to until now. Not to mention that we now finally know why Nero kept pecking at Asta's head all the time, even though she was clearly fond of him and liked to hang around him. She is just your classic bird girl tsundere. And this brings us to the next big question: what exactly is Nero? She doesn't appear to be either a human or an elf, and in fact she appears to have dark horns on her head, just like the demons. When talking to Finral, she says that she has been called Nero by quote, "your people," end quote, implying that she is not part of his people, or maybe even people in general. Could Nero be a member of a mysterious demon/devil race, the same species as the devil and the demon inside Asta's grimoire? If she is a demon, why does Nero look much more human than the other demons, and why is she supporting the first Wizard King and calling him her prince instead of supporting, say, the devil? Could Nero be a hybrid, a member of the demon race and another race like human or elf? We now know that Charmy is a human-dwarf hybrid, so it is possible that Nero is some sort of hybrid as well, or she could be a member of another race altogether. But I think that having those dark horns on her head, just like the demons, seems like a bit too much of a coincidence to me. At any rate, I am extremely interested to find out more about Nero, and if she is a demon or part demon, I can't wait to find out why she would be loyal to a human like the first Wizard King instead of being loyal to members of her own species. Another big question that we have to consider is why Nero chose to follow Asta in particular. Was she just attracted to his lack of magic like the other anti-birds, or was she able to sense the demon inside of Asta's grimoire? We know that the devil could sense that there was another devil/demon inside of Asta's grimoire, so if we assume that Nero is also a demon or part demon, she could have potentially sensed the other demon inside the grimoire as well. I believe that Nero might have chosen Asta because he has an important role to play in the secret plan that she, the Wizard King, and probably Licht came up with 500 years ago. They knew that the devil would eventually return. They knew that he would someday make his move, and Asta's lack of magic and his ability to use Licht's old grimoire could be a key part of their plan to ultimately defeat the devil. We've already seen that Asta is the only one who is able to resist and overcome devil magic, so it's pretty clear that his unique abilities will play a major role. But then the question is, how could the first Wizard King and Nero possibly know about Asta 500 years before he was even born? How could someone who was born 5 centuries after the first Wizard King was sealed inside the statue possibly fit into the first Wizard King's secret plan? It could be that it isn't Asta in particular that Nero was looking for, she was just looking for anyone that could handle the 5-leaf grimoire. But it could also be that there is more to Asta and his mysterious origins than we even realize. In a previous theory video, I suggested that Asta and Yuno could be the reincarnations of the first Wizard King and Licht, respectively. I argued that because they knew that the devil would at some point return, the first Wizard King and Licht used some form of reincarnation magic to ensure that they would also return when the devil returned so that they could finally defeat him once and for all. I will leave a link to that video in the description in case you guys want to check it out, because that's where I laid out the theory in great detail and I don't want to repeat it all here. But now that we know that the first Wizard King was actually sealed away inside the stone statue, it doesn't seem like Asta could be his reincarnation, even though there are many similarities between Asta and the first Wizard King, both in terms of appearance and in terms of personality. However, I find one piece of information extremely interesting. Once his seal is broken, the first Wizard King states that he has only partially awoken, he is not completely awake. Similarly, the reincarnation of Licht is awake in an artificial body, but this reincarnation is clearly not the same person as the leader of the elves from 500 years ago. The artificial Licht has a much colder and more robotic personality than the original, as if he also isn't fully awake, just like the first Wizard King. So could it be that Licht and the first Wizard King are still incomplete because they used some mysterious spell which ensured that a part of them would one day be reincarnated into humans? And those humans are Yuno and Asta. This would mean that Yuno and Asta are not outright reincarnations of Licht and the first Wizard King, but some part of Licht and the first Wizard King is currently inside Yuno and Asta. And this is why the two of them have so many similarities, both in terms of personality and physical appearance, to Licht and the first Wizard King. And so, the real reason why Licht and the first Wizard King are not fully awake in the present is that some part of them is actually residing inside Yuno and Asta. Now, this would definitely explain why Nero chose to follow Asta in particular, but this is all just friendly speculation at this point, and I can't wait to find out more as the story continues. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of creature is Nero? Is she a demon, a hybrid, or something else altogether? Also, what do you think is the connection between Nero, the first Wizard King, and Asta, and how do you think Nero's secret plan will ultimately unfold? Let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, definitely don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. A huge thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for supporting our work. I want to especially thank our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, Keelon, and Chubbs is the man. And another huge thank you to our The One tier patrons, the ones who stand above all other clans, including Ace, Maddie Mac, James, Alolan Adam, Baby Ray, Ingrata, and Ahmad. If you guys feel that our content provides value for you and you want to support more, be sure to check out our Patreon, link in the description. Even donating $1 will give you access to our AnimeUproar patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.